Hey everyone, and welcome to our second episode of DeSoto Community Connections, bridging our schools and community together. I'm Clay Corley, Superintendent of Schools here in DeSoto Parish, and I'm excited to kick off our back to school episode for the 24-25 school year. Joining me today is Mr. Peyton Dufour, our Coordinator of Communications and Family and Community Engagement. Peyton, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me on, Mr. Corley. I'm really excited to chat about the new school year and see how we can get our families connected.
Absolutely. So let's just start right away and let's talk about the purpose of today's podcast. We want to keep our community informed and engaged by highlighting important events, resources, and initiatives that are happening across our district. And this year in particular, our focus is on strengthening our connections between families and our schools. Our mission statement, as always, is DeSoto serves to make a difference in the lives of our students by instilling a sense of community and responsibility, providing a positive and collaborative culture, and promoting excellence through innovative educational experiences and service to others.
Well, that's right, Mr. Corley. And here in DeSoto Parish, we pride ourselves on our core values of high performance, a positive and caring culture, our small town traditions, and making a difference. And those core values really tie in to making a supportive environment for our students and our families.
Yep, that's right. And speaking of support, let's dive into the communication resources available for our families. It's very important that they stay connected throughout the school year, but getting off to a good start is most important. And we've got some great tools to keep our parents informed about their students' progress and district happenings. Tell us about that.
Well, yes, sir. We have a lot of resources in our tool belt to provide to our families. And first up is our DeSoto Parish Mobile App. Families can go onto the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, download the app right to their device, and get instant notifications, important announcements right to their phones coming from DeSoto Parish Schools and also their child's school campus.
That's great. Yep, such a vital resource. They can set that up and really customize it to meet their needs, set up those notifications so they can get the most accurate and up-to-date information. But let's not forget about rooms. And that's something that's fairly new to our system. We began that process of implementing rooms last year, but it's our school-to-home communication platform. And by keeping your demographic information updated through our JCampus student portal, our parents and our families can receive an email invitation to connect to their child's room. And if you haven't received it yet, I would encourage you to check your child's or check your inbox for a message from EduRooms and follow the steps to set up your account. Your child's teacher will provide a code to join those classes so that you can start communicating instantly and stay abreast of all of the assignments and different information coming directly from your child's teacher. You can, of course, visit our website at DeSotoPSB.com and click on the Rooms FAQ, and that's on our homepage, and select Rooms Central, our resources for parents and families to get started. And you see that depicted up on the screen beside us there.
All right, so here's our JCampus Mobile App. This is a new app coming out for our parents and our families this year. It's all about ease of access. So might not always be right in front of a desktop PC to log into our student portal and check your students' progress. So this year we're bringing you the JCampus Mobile App. Very easy to use. You can download it from the Apple App Store or Google Play if you have an Android. And with this tool, you can check student progress, demographic information, behavior records, anything right at your fingertips that you need to keep abreast of what's going on with your students' academic process in the classroom.
Yeah, really excited about this addition to our toolbox, and another fantastic tool for our families, our parents, to stay connected with their child's progress.
Yeah, and another thing to add to that, Mr. Corley, they can also just use their student portal information that they already have on file. And as soon as they download the app, they log in with those credentials and they're right into the system.
Good deal. Hey, well, let's talk about Edog. Tell us a little bit about Edog. I know it's not necessarily a new app, but maybe new to some. But it is our handy transportation app.
Well, of course, Edulog, we have this tool. Of course, parents want to be aware of how their children are getting transported to and from school every day. And so this application here can allow parents to actually track their students' bus route, making sure they're arriving to school safely, and then making sure they're at their drop-off point at home, making sure they get home safely there as well. And so just some highlights of this app: it gives parents, administrators, and staff that access to student bus information that they need to stay up to date on that. Manage and distribute student information from anywhere. They can set those departure and arrival alerts. You always can track your bus's location along that route. There's customized messaging. I think it's built in directly from that bus driver that they can alert parents. And so it's really a safety feature there and allowing us to track our students.
Yeah, let me ask you this. So if parents are watching this and they're wondering, they may not be familiar and they're wondering, how can I get set up with Edulog? What would your suggestion be?
Well, my suggestion on that would first contact our transportation department. That first week of school, we'll be sending out some information on behalf of the transportation department to parents about various pieces on bus routes, and also providing codes and instructions on how to download this app to their phone and get their bus route set up.
Yeah, so I think it's very important, as you mentioned, to include and emphasize the increased safety and efficiency when dealing with 100 buses and thousands of students trying to get to school on a daily basis, and a bus driver operating that moving or mobile classroom. And we're thankful for our bus operators and the job that they do. But a lot of times they're going to be running a few minutes late, or maybe even possibly a few minutes early. And this is a way to kind of stay abreast of that route. And our bus operators also frequently communicate through that app to let their parents know, hey, we're running a few minutes late. But that's a very handy communication tool that we feel like makes a big difference for families.
Exactly.
So just on the note of transportation, I wanted to highlight a few changes to transportation, and specifically on the north end of the parish at North DeSoto community. We have adjusted the routes up on that end so that high school students now will have their own set of buses specifically for North DeSoto High School students. So they'll ride separately now from our elementary and our middle school students. And we know that this change will help alleviate, some overcrowding that's happening, but also address some of the issues that a lot of times arise when transporting students from pre-K to 12th grade on the same buses. And we know also there that there's a long lag time from 4 schools pickup points. And so a lot of times our smallest babies are on the bus for quite a while before even leaving campus. And so we feel like that's going to be create some efficiencies and some safety nets that we look forward to implementing. So we just ask for those families to stay connected with your bus driver and or the school administration. If you have questions, always you can reach out to our transportation department. Mr. Hall and his team do an outstanding job. But we sent out some information about those changes to families at the end of the last school year, and specific details and drop-off pickup times I know are now available on the transportation website as well. So look forward to seeing those adjustments really make a big difference at the North DeSoto community.
And yes, and our families can be on the lookout for that information coming soon from our transportation department. So check it out on our DeSoto Parish Facebook page, and also on our live feed on our website, and make sure you get all that update information that you need. And so a couple of ways that you can connect with us this year. We have our new podcast. This is DeSoto Community Connections podcast that we'll be bringing to you on a monthly basis. We'll be hearing from various voices around the school district, teachers, students, administrators, and just giving you all you need to know about DeSoto Parish and what's going on in our school communities. We're also beginning a new monthly district newsletter that'll hit your email inboxes this year. We want to make sure we're providing the most up-to-date news and information with ease of access. And again, this will not only hit your email inbox, but you also can expect that link to be published to our district Facebook page and on our website. And of course, we're encouraging you to connect individually with your school campuses. Communications through rooms, as Mr. Corley was mentioning. Each school has a Facebook page. If you're not following a Facebook page right now for your student at their respective school site, make sure you get on Facebook and follow that social media page. And then, of course, any updates that come to those school websites, we always work to bring you the latest up-to-date information to make sure that your student has everything they need to be successful.
That's awesome. And let's don't forget to visit our back to school page. That's on our website at DeSotoPSB.com. You see the /page /back to school, and you can find all your resources there for a successful start to the school year. So appreciate you, Peyton, for putting that together, and all of our school teams for their input and making sure that there's a one-stop shop for questions or for any information that our parents and families may need, as we begin the new school year. Before we wrap up, I want to highlight just one instructional resource that I feel like one is underutilized, not only here in our district, but across the state, and that's the Steve Carter Tutoring Program. Now, this program is available to all of our students, kindergarten through 12, who are reading below proficiency and or below math proficiency levels. Our families can sign up through the portal and select an approved tutoring provider. Now, these sessions are held after school, either in person, but most commonly virtually, with no more than 4 students at a time. Now, you'll need your child's school-issued Louisiana student ID number to complete an application. The application, once again, is online, and they'll just need that 10-digit number, and it's assigned by the schools that that's how we track student information. So if you don't know your student's student ID number, you can contact their school and they'll be glad to get that to you. But the link you see there, that LouisianaTutoringInitiative.com, it is free, it is at no cost, and it is an outstanding resource for our students who may need a few extra supports in place. And we would encourage you that you jump on board with that immediately. As always, we'll begin our after-school tutoring and our extended day programs likely somewhere after Labor Day, but you don't have to wait to get started with the Steve Carter Tutoring Program. And so we look forward to seeing you join that. Well, that's about all the time we have for today. Thank you, Peyton, for joining me and sharing all these important updates. I'm certainly looking forward to a new school year. How about you?
Certainly, Mr. Corley. Thank you for having me on today. We're here for you, and we're ready to get your family connected to DeSoto Parish Schools. Please feel free to reach out anytime, and we'll be happy to help.
Absolutely. Thanks again for joining us, and thank you, our listeners, for tuning in to DeSoto Community Connections. Remember to stay connected and engaged. Together, we can make this school year the best one yet. Until next time, take care, and thanks for helping us make the DeSoto difference.